Greetings and welcome to STL Soccer Talk, the video edition, here at the St. Louis Post-Dispatch and STLtoday.com. I'm Tom Timmermann, beat writer for St. Louis City SC for the Post, and I'm joined as always by Beth O'Malley. Beth.
Yes, Tom.
Since we were here last,
not much has changed.
The team has gone to Minnesota twice and,
Yes.
and lost both of them.
Right.
3-0 in a league match, and then 3-2 in the Open Cup on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
So, watching last night's game was.
No, I said not much has changed, but since we last talked, there was a tornado in St. Louis.
There was a tornado in St. Louis.
A few other things have changed.
Yes.
But in terms of city winning games,
nothing has
changed. They're even losing games in the same way that they have lost games all season.
Yes. There's in the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark,
yeah.
Indiana Jones, Ford finds the Ark and he's getting it, and Belloc, the evil archaeologist rival, stops him and takes it away. And Belloc looks at him and says, "You see, Dr. Jones, again, there is nothing you possess that I cannot take away." and
is Minnesota the evil one guy?
Yeah, well, you can assign however responsibilities you want, but they're a city cruising along. We're up 2-1. We're going to win this game. And zoop, there it goes in the span of 3 minutes.
In the span of 3 minutes, and by the same player, who is
beloved friend Anthony Marcanic, who is often discussed here on this podcast,
yes.
Beth, but who's now setting up shop in Minnesota and is ripping the heart out of St. Louis City fans because, it used to be that we just looked at goals in the 70th minute. Mm-hmm. Now it's the number of goals they're giving up in the 77th minute and after. I mean,
yep.
They're getting later and later in the game. You look at some of these recent games, and City's just cruising along. They're up 2-0 on Kansas City, hitting the 70th minute. Nope. I mean,
it was the exact thought I had. I looked at the clock on the game, and I thought, yeah, they don't have this in their pocket. There's nothing guaranteed about this lead.
There was a spot in my running copy from last night after City's second goal where I start writing saying, however, that goal came in the 65th minute, which meant City was going to have to protect the lead for 25 minutes, which, as we have seen, is not an easy thing for them to do.
A prescient sentence to have already written. In your copy.
It did, yeah.
Yep.
I was planning ahead for that. Olaf Melberg, still on the job. The expectations certainly growing about his job stability, mm-hmm. and he knows it. And I just asked Klaus just before we taped here. I said, how do you react when you see, you guys have to know that Melberg's job is on the line. He said, all of our jobs are on the line. I mean, everybody's on the hot seat with this group.
Yeah, but they can't. They actually can't replace a player right now.
Not right now, but if you're Klaus and your contract is up after this year and the team has an option for you.
It's not looking good.
That's where you're thinking about, do I need to get the change of address for him now or not? Though Klaus, it's funny, Klaus's stats will look bad MLS-wise. He scored 2 goals within the last 3 weeks, but mm-hmm. they were both in the Open Cup. So
they don't count.
They don't count, but they count, I think, for the good vibes and good feelings. But this team has no good vibes and no good feeling.
None.
Right now as they head to the Rocky Mountains on Saturday to play Colorado.
But we'll talk about all the bad vibes and bad feelings in the sure to be sure to be very cheerful podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be a singing and dancing.
It's going to be a doozy.
Yeah. So we invite you, I don't know, after that, why would you want to? But I think you should. And join us in the podcast suite right over there, where we'll be talking at length about this team and what's going on and all that kind of stuff. And support local journalism. Subscribe to the podcast and the paper and all sorts of things for more exciting copy. Keep up to date on everything that's going on. For producer Ali Scheller, for Beth O'Malley, I'm Tom Timmermann. Until next time, be seeing you.